G'day guys, Jack here from Maverick Campers and Caravans. Due to heavy demand, we're doing a walkthrough of the all-new FALCON 16HL. Let's take a look. As always, let's start at the drawbar. So for the chassis and drawbar, we do run a 150 by 50 by 3mm thick triple hop dip galv chassis the whole way along. And for the hitch, we do run a DO35 Cruisemaster hitch, which is a fully articulated off-road hitch. We've got a 7-pin flat plug here. On the opposite side, we do have the 50 amp Gray Anderson plug, which provides DC to DC charging for your battery. We've got your handbrake just here. We've got a breakaway cable just here. We've got an Arc XO 750 off-road jockey wheel here as well. We've got a tap just tucked in between the drawbar here. We've got a holder there for your clothesline. We run the stone guard on the front with your mud flaps, just protecting your gas bottles and the front box. And we do have the two 9-kilo gas rings as well with a dual regulator, so you can isolate whichever tank you want to use. All right, moving along, we do run the full Raptor coated front toolbox here. So sitting on top, you do have tons of storage capacity, whether it be some max tracks, some wood, or just anything you want to tie down. Tons of space on the top. You do have a full slide here as well. There's dual extraction fans on both sides of the toolbox. We've got power outlets built inside, and we also do have a 5-litre diesel heater tank hiding on the opposite side, and there's more storage there too, which we'll take a look at. Now, something that Maverick's always been very popular for is emphasising outside living, and they have again in the new FALCON 16HL. As always, we do run the full stainless steel external kitchen. We've got the 4-burner on one side here, we've got the little bottle opener on the end, we've got a drop-down stabilising leg, cutlery slide-out drawers, pantry drawers, we've got a little light, fold-up dish rack, and also the huge stainless steel sink. Now, these two wind blockers can fold down and become another prep bench. And speaking of prep benches, we've got another Ranger drop-down picnic table with an inbuilt light here. Whether or not it's just a prep bench or extra storage space, it's really handy to have. And again, we've got more inside here as well. So an ingress pantry, you've got slide-out racks, you've got, can even be another prep bench, but you've got all your connections on the outside, whether or not you want to run your TV, a coffee machine, a kettle, or even just charge your phone, it's got everything you need. Now, just in the doorway here, you will notice we have a brand new, fully automated electric step. So very quietly and easily does it fold away, but it's also got a full manual override. Now for the door, we do have a Sanjo dual door. Now this side here, obviously traditionally is your fly screen, but it's actually dual layered in the Sanjos. We've got a hardened mesh on the outside, but a finer fabric midgie-proof mesh on the inside as well, and they very easily go back together. Now you can connect your door to the van in two ways. You've got a little T-latch down here and another latch just sitting on top of here. Now moving our way to the rear of the van, you will notice a small little design tweak. We've got bolt-on jerry can holders on both sides, which is fantastic for offsetting your bull weight, but sitting central is your bolt-on mud terrain tyre. We do now run the tinted tail lights, obviously on both sides, and for the construction of the van, we do run an aluminium composite sandwich panel. That's for all the walls and the roof. And for the floor, we do run a 50mm honeycomb composite. Now for the bottom third of the van, you will notice we do run a Raptor coating as well, which is lightweight but extremely durable. Moving along to the driver's side of the van, just to the rear here, you will notice we have an access hatch. That's to access your cassette toilet, obviously to go onto your dumping point. We do run rock sliders from front to rear and on both sides of the van, and hiding underneath there is your grey water outlet hose. Very easy connection for a silage hose, run it out onto the bush. We do run a 50 amp grey Anderson just here, which is wired direct to battery. So if you want to pull power from it, you definitely can, but awesome for plugging in a regulated solar blanket. If you want to plug in a 300 watt blanket, you can top up your existing 900 watts of solar, which brings you up to 1200 watts of total capacity, which is huge. You've got a 15 amp inlet here for your mains, and you've also got some different plugins here. You've got Starlink provision on one side, and you've also got your traditional style aerial point just here as well. We've got a little access hatch hiding here to access things like your breakers, your inverter charger, your fuses, your distribution box. Now you can access from the inside, but also the outside. As always, we do run the external shower point here. Yes, we do have an internal shower, but if you want to hose off your feet after you've been down the beach, we've got hot and cold water there all ready to use. Now we've got 2 fresh waters on the van, your front tank and your rear tank, and you can fill them individually. Now we do run instantaneous hot water as well, which makes everything a breeze. That is the little outlet there. We've got mains connection, and you've also got a small tunnel boot at the front here as well. On the opposite side of your front toolbox, there's extra storage, and we've also got your diesel heater tank sitting there at the front as well. Now, a very important part for running an off-road van is keeping dust from the inside of the van. Now, for all the hatches on the external of the van, we do run a triple sealing Ranger dust door, and what that means is there's now 3 seals. We've got one here, we've got one there, and we've also got one here as well. So when you choose to close your hatches, they compress tight and keep any potential dust on the outside of the van. Now, speaking on preventing dust ingress, we do run a vent on the door. To cover that vent, we do run a heavy duty cover. So very easily does this cover go on just like a tailgate, just like that, just at the top, twist and latch, and absolutely no dust will be getting in there. By just poking your nose inside the van, you've got full access and management of the entire van. Hiding behind the little panel here is the electric opening step control, the full Fusion stereo system, the AU Focus diesel heater control, which comes with a remote, and your instantaneous hot water control. You've also got 3 screens for your BMS system. We've got a Renogy quick access panel in case you wanted to control things like your lights, inverter, everything like that, just at a click of a button. And this is the Renogy core screen. So on top of just providing your normal diagnostics, things like your battery charge, your inverter temperature, your water tanks and things like that, it also provides a very handy RV leveling gauge, which provides live RV leveling, which is awesome for leveling your van. And you do have the full management system just here. So this allows you to do things like obviously control your different appliances. You can also do things like dim your lights. So by dimming your lights from 100 to 25%, you can cut the usage to 1/4 of the use. It gives you things like your water tanks to the percentage. You've got your little breakdown of exactly your state of charge, what's coming in, what's going out. But also you've got a full power breakdown here, which tells you exactly where all your power is coming and going. What's awesome about this is you can connect this to your phone and control everything remotely as well. Now, in every caravan, layout and floor plan is extremely important. They have stacked a bunch of features into a 16-foot layout. Just up above, we've got an NCE flatbed microwave. We've got the full sink underneath, a slide out induction cooker hiding in here too, which can be used inside or outside. At the front of the van with the full queen size island bed, which makes it very easy for getting in or getting out, or just making the bed as well. We've got wireless charging pads on both sides. We've got lights, we've got charging points, we've got hangers and tons of storage over the top, but also underneath the bed as well. We've got the smart TV on here as well with both fans on either side. We run huge tinted windows on both sides of the bed, which provides tons of natural lighting. They also have a block out blind, but also a fly screen. Storage overhead just on top of the bench seat there with the fully adjustable Mappa Nuovo table. We run a huge upright fridge freezer as well as standard. Now moving our way along, we do run the ever popular separate ensuite. We've got a wall mounted washer and dryer through NCE. We've got the cassette toilet, we've got tons of storage. We've got your mirror with inbuilt lights. We've got a sink, and as always, the one-piece fiberglass shower ensuite. We've got dispensaries, racks, holders, everything you could possibly need. Now, a very common question we get here at Maverick is how long can we survive off-grid for? And off-grid's a term that's thrown around all the time in the caravanning industry. this van's off grid, that van's off grid. So it's very important for you to actually look at what specs that van has actually got. So this van and a lot of the Maverick products do run 800 amps lithium as standard. That's 2 individual 400 amp hour batteries. Now we've got to charge those batteries, so we do on the roof run 900 watts of glass top panels, which are raised on a bracket with an air gap. Now we've obviously got to transfer that solar into the battery, and those run through 2 different solar controllers. We've got a combo regulator which handles solar but also the DC to DC charging from your car. We also have a standalone 40 amp hour MPPT solar regulator as well. Now as standard, we also do run a 3000 watt inverter, very handy for your coffee machine, your hair straightener, your kettle, your aircon, everything like that. That is plumbed to all of your sockets, that inverter. It is also a 150 amp hour mains charger as well. That can charge 800 amps of lithium in only 5 hours. Extremely efficient. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's pack it up.